Hello, everybody. Ed Cross, the restoration lawyer, here with Texas tip number 2. If you're doing restoration work in Texas, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all of the rules, but your old Uncle Ed is here to help you get started. Texas is unusual. It's the only state that I know of that has a statute that specifically mandates the contents of what they call disaster remediation contracts. Of course, those contracts have to be in writing, and it has to set forth a number of requirements in 10-point bold-faced type. One of them is that the contractor is prohibited from collecting full or even partial payment before work begins. The contractor can collect partial payments once work is underway, but the amount of those payments have to be reasonably proportionate to the value of the work that's already been performed. In other words, Texas frowns on advances. Residential work there has to be performed according to a home improvement contract. The home improvement contract must include a variety of different notices. One of them says that the customer understands that they're responsible for meeting the terms and conditions of the contract, and if they fail to do that, they could lose their home. It needs to include the statement in all caps saying, know your rights and duties under the law. If your contract doesn't say that, it's not in compliance with Texas law, and Texas prohibits waivers of these requirements. Furthermore, a violation of these rules, as well as the rule about the notice of the right to cancel that I mentioned in tip number 1, would be considered a false, misleading, or deceptive act, and that triggers a whole host of severe legal consequences. Instead of relying on hearsay or what people are saying in discussion rooms about what the rules are, why don't you take a look at the actual law? I'd be happy to send you a copy for free. Send an email to edcross@edcross.com. Just put the phrase Texas rules in the subject line, and I'll send you a few of the selected statutes I think are most important. I highly recommend that restoration contractors consider using an assignment of benefits, and I'm going to address that in the next video. These videos are for general information purposes only and are not based on your specific situation. Contact a licensed attorney for legal advice. Thanks, and I look forward to talking to you soon.